Sarah B Show, coming through your stereo. Say it loud, let's sing it proud, like a homegrown rodeo. The Sarah B Show, coming through your stereo. LT2 is where you go to hear the Sarah B Show.
What's up, friends, and welcome to another episode of the Sarah B Show. If everything went correctly there, you will have just heard brand new theme song music, and I hope it got your toe tapping, because that's what it's meant to do. But little known fact, that music is actually from a long time ago, which actually makes me feel bad about myself. I guess this is how we're gonna get started. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. Basically, I don't even know how I found this, but I was scrolling through my email, and that song was written for me when I actually had a podcast back in like 2015, y'all. Could you imagine if your girl, Sarah B. Morgan, had been consistent with this shit? I could have been world famous now. I could have been Alex Cooper before she was Alex Cooper if I would have just continued. But no, I was actually doing good and had a following and had a decent podcast. And then I went to set sail on the seven seas and work as an entertainment host and DJ for Carnival Cruise Lines, and stopped podcasting, started partying, banging all the Italians I could get my hands on, if we're being honest. And we always are here. So anyway, that is what happened. Anyway, but that's crazy, right? That it was that long ago that I was actually doing a podcast. Oh my God, I kind of want to go back and listen to some old episodes, or maybe I'll like post some old like throwback ones, but I feel like they are going to be cringe. I feel like 10 years from now, I'll probably listen to this today and be like, oh, that's cringe. You know, you never want to go back and hear your old self, but I just wonder what I talked about. Okay, we're gonna have to do it. I'll at least try to find one, although I might like jump off a building if I have to like listen to myself for too long. I hate hearing my voice. You know what else I hear is like that is Adam Driver. I think he's kind of like low-key hot in a weird way, especially as Kylo Ren with like all black and that deep voice, and he's so bad. Maybe this is why I'm single. I have a type, and it is not the right type. Okay, ADHD is real today. I've had a lot of caffeine, let me warn you. But anyway, that theme song was written for me back in 2015 by Brett Myers, former MLB pitcher superstar Brett Myers turned country rock superstar Brett Myers. So anyway, pretty awesome. I haven't talked to you in a while, Brett. I did drunk dial you like a few months ago, I believe. I don't even remember why, because I was drunk probably. That's why I don't remember. And you didn't answer, which was very upsetting. But we like to talk a lot of shit to each other, and he's awesome. So I hope you're okay with me still using this, Brett. Love you. I just did a peace sign with 3 fingers. This is why we should not do our podcast on video. You would have never seen that, and I would have never had to explain it. Although knowing me, I would have still explained it, because I just like pointing out all my faults. It's fun. Okay, guys, I promise I'm sober right now. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. It's been a week. As you guys know, I look very different probably than I did 2 days ago when I was on here like crying myself to you guys. But it was good. It was a good test run. Thanks for all the love that came from that, by the way. I was not fishing for compliments or love, but you guys always send it, and I do very much appreciate it. I just had a low moment. A camera was on me. A microphone was on me. When normally people would freeze up at that moment, not me. I'm like, oh, therapy time. As I see here, like trying to talk into this microphone in front of my face because it looks good visually, but it's not even on or plugged in. But I just feel like if it's here, I might as well talk into it, right? Show me a mic. I will talk into it. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Today's been a long day. I have not taken a nap today. I'm trying to cut naps out, which is so difficult. I'm just trying to get a good schedule going on. Like I said, lately, we're going to talk about burnout today, right? Obviously, we're talking about everything in the entire world because I'm like, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. But burnout is supposed to be the topic of today. So basically, dance has become my life, right? My therapist asked me before, what makes you happy? I don't know. I found dance. It is my happy spot. I miss it. I grew up dancing. You know, I used to do like lyrical, ballet, jazz, hip hop, everything under the sun. I did cheerleading. I did drill team. I did competitive dance. I was always dancing. But back then, my mom put me in dance. So I low-key felt like I didn't really enjoy it. I felt like I was being forced to do it. It was not my choice. And I never liked the cliques in it. I never liked the drama. But I did like dancing. But everything else kind of like overshadowed it for me, right? So anyway, I stopped doing it, but now I've chose dance and I'm doing it myself, and I'm like, oh, this is great. This is this is so fun. I was with my ex for 5 years, who is Latino, and he hated dancing. His family loved it. I would dance with them when we hung out, but he never wanted to go dancing ever. I think he danced with me like once, maybe twice in like 5 years when he got really drunk, and I was so thankful for it. I did appreciate it. Um, I always made sure to like give him some really good those nights, and maybe this will work and he'll do it again. It did not, but I gave a good effort. So yeah, I started dancing on my own. It started with 1 day a week, and then it turned into two, and then it turned into I'm gonna buy an unlimited pass. And then I literally started going to dance Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I would go to socials almost every Friday, Saturday. There's even socials on Sundays, but I was like, no. I get up at 3 a.m. on Monday morning. That is my earliest morning. The other mornings I get up at 3:30 in the morning, which still is crazy early, but Monday mornings are my very early morning. Now, why this has been crazy is I also made our salsa dancing team. Tried out for that, made that. So we've been having Monday practices. So on Mondays, I go to level 2 salsa from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then we have team practice from 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., which usually leaks on to like 11 p.m. So that's 4 hours straight of salsa dancing and 3-inch heels, and from being up at 3 in the morning for work, dancing till 11, going home and showering. And then, like I said, I cannot turn my brain off after that. I'm literally sitting there going over the routine, everything I just learned. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 in my head. I cannot turn my brain off. I take sleep gummies. It does not work. And trying to fall asleep fast so I can get my 4 hours of sleep in until getting up for work and going the next day and just being exhausted. So that's been my life for the last few weeks. Throw in an apartment move, because I moved apartments, obviously, and all of that. And I've been taking like 4-hour naps during the day because I'm just so exhausting. So my life lately has gone from dancing is fun, this is great, to I haven't even fully unpacked or enjoyed my new apartment or place. And I literally wake up early, go to work, come home and sleep, wake up, go to dance, come home and sleep. That is every day for me. So it's just been a little exhausting. I feel like I should get the word balance tattooed on me because I have none of it, and I'm always trying to find balance with everything, right? I was talking to a friend earlier, as we were talking about, it's like you go through these phases too, which I've been going through as always. My my healthy phase, my chill phase, and then my party girl phase. So I'll be good, I'll be healthy, I'll do the gym, I'll stay home, I'll watch TV, I'll journal, I'll do whatever, I rest, I get relaxed and feel really good. And then I'm like, I'm lonely, I'm bored, like I have nobody, I need to go out, I need to do things, I need to live. And then I get back into my party phase. And then I do that until I absolutely bring myself to the brink of exhaustion. And then I go back to wellness phase again, chill girl phase. I don't know. It's just hard. And I honestly don't know at this point if I ever am going to find balance. I think I'm just going to talk about needing to find balance forever and trying to find balance forever. And I will die, hopefully a long time from now, still never finding that balance. I hope I die in my party girl phase. I want to go out fun, and tired. That's how I want to go out. I want to go out having a great time, and I'm so wrecked and exhausted that I have to take one of those 4-hour naps, which by the time I'm like 98, that's the age I'm going to go. By the time I'm 98, I'm going to need like an 8-hour nap. And during that 8-hour nap, I'm going to pass peacefully in my sleep, maybe somewhere in Italy with a hot Italian by my side. These are the goals. Anywho, cheers. I'm drinking kombucha right now. No, it's not hard kombucha. My day has been, I woke up and had coffee, and then I had a Bloom energy drink, and then I had a double espresso, and I'm so tired, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll have an espresso before this podcast. No, bitch, you do not need any more caffeine. My blood consists of more caffeine than anything else right now, I think. But it's good. It's good. It's fine. It's all good. So that's been my life lately, like I said. And it makes me very sad because I'm so burnt out now that dance has become less fun to me. And I've been like needing time to stay home and chill. I stopped going on Wednesdays to bachata class because I miss my run club and I miss my run club friends. Even though run club is a lot of partying and drinking too. And it doesn't have to be. Let's say there's people that go and don't go to the socials after, they don't go to, drink, or they even go out and they don't drink. It can be done. With me, it cannot be. No, I did do dry January and I would go to these meetups and not drink, but it was very difficult. But anyway, I'm trying to just go through and be a normal, just a chill girl, just a chill girl. I'm trying to have that life. Um, Made a new friend recently, and I've known him for a while in run club, but we never really talked that much. His name is Hunter, shout out, and he's in my run club. And I knew I loved him instantly because a couple weeks ago, he was like, "Hey, before you leave, come talk to me because I want to get messy with you." And I was like, in love instantly. Like this guy gets it. So anyway, we talked about some gossip and spilled some tea, and then last week, or I guess a couple weeks ago. Jesus. My run club had a meetup at a brewery to not run. They were just welcoming new members. And so this is how I planned this, right? I'm trying so hard to be good. I really am trying, you guys. So basically, our meetup was at a brewery at 2 p.m. And mind you, this is like before Cinco de Mayo. So it was the weekend that all the Cinco de Mayo festivities were happening, which is just trouble in general. So 2 p.m. was that. And then I also was going to a dance social that night at 10 p.m. So I was like, how am I going to drink at 2 p.m.? I have gnats, by the way. Sorry. How did they get all the way up here? I didn't have plants up here. I think fungus gnats are in my plants. Oh, anyway, any tips, please let me know. Anywho, those of you watching on camera, I just flex. I've been going back to the gym too to try to get my muscles back. Slowly but surely they're coming. Okay, so anyway, 2 p.m., I was like, I'm going to have 1 to 2 drinks and a lot of water. I'm going to go home. I'm going to sleep, take a nap, have a healthy meal when I wake up, and then go out dancing that night. That's the plan. It's going to work. Well, Hunter, who I've never hung out with, like outside of Run Club, texts me, and he was like, hey, would you want to meet up for food or drinks before the brewery meetup? And I was like, damn it, because he said drinks, and we were thinking margaritas, and I'm like, this is going to be bad. I already know in my head, like I was going to meet at 2, but now we're meeting for pre-brewery margaritas. I know this is a disaster waiting to happen. But what means more here? Being good and making it to 10 o'clock p.m. to my social and like feeling good, or making new friends. Making new friends wins always, right? Like, so I was like, let's do it. So anyway, we met up, had 2 or 3 margaritas, and we had so much in common. I swear to God, like we dated the same guy. And it was just crazy, the similarities in our last relationship. And we were both like, we hate talking about our past relationships, but like, this is fun. And like, we bonded hard over that. And the crazy thing was his ex's zodiac sign is mine. He's like, fuck cancers. I'm never hanging out with any of them. And I was like, I'm a Cancer. And then my ex's zodiac sign is his, which is a Libra. And we're like, oh my God, like, how does that even happen? I was like, obviously, we're still attracted to the wrong kind. But anyway, we had a great time. So much so that we went to the brewery after that, and they were doing flash tattoos. So him and I, after 1 or 2 drinks at the brewery, disappeared, and we got matching tattoos in the same exact spot. And it was crazy. So we stayed there for a while. I ended up changing the evening plans. I was going to go to an actual dance social at a studio, which, by the way, to explain that, they have dance socials at like dance studios, which are very intense, especially if you're newer, because it's all these people that have been going to studios usually for like anywhere from like a year to like 10 plus years. And it gets a little overwhelming because these people go there and it's like crazy. They do all the craziest moves, all these professional moves, all this insane shit that they've been learning. Like, I'm going to test out my best moves. So it's not like going and having fun anymore and just dancing with your heart and connecting and like just having fun. It's like, I'm going to go be Rico Suave and like it's like Dancing with the Stars, like everyone. It's so terrifying. Like, it's crazy. So they get a little overwhelming. So sometimes you just want to go to like a bar or a restaurant and have fun there. So that's what we did that night. We went and saw a band play, and Hunter came. And if you guys remember the Run Club Romeo episode, he was there, and he actually came and watched the dancing and stuff. It was interesting. More on that later. So yeah, it ended up being a fun night. Hunter and I parted ways at one point, because this is kind of funny. We said the good thing about us is we have different tastes in guys. He likes skinny white guys, little skinny white guys. I like Latinos, all shapes and sizes, but I have a type, it's my type. And So I was going to go to one of these places called Mexican Bar Company. It's a fun place to dance. A lot of good dancers there. A lot of instructors go there for social dancing too. It's a good place. And Hunter was like, are there going to be any like hot white guys there? And I was like, absolutely not, which is exactly why I go there. And he's like, okay, well, I'm going to karaoke. Peace. So we basically split ways for the evening and had the best time. And I was like, that was quite a first hangout. Like, getting drunk on margaritas, spilling all of our old school secrets, getting matching tattoos, and then going out dancing together and hearing a band. Like, I don't know what we're gonna have to like. We set the bar pretty high on our first hangout. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do when we hang out again. But anyway, it was super fun. Yeah, I was also supposed to go to Run Club tonight, but it said Shake Shack, which is weird. Anyway, it's a long story, but basically, I'm not going tonight. I am doing this podcast instead, and I haven't told him that yet. Sorry, Hunter. So yeah, and also, I don't know what's happening this weekend, but we are soon doing a beer mile with our run club, which once again, like I know is gonna make me feel like crap and I'm gonna be real bad at it, but I know if I don't do it, I'm gonna have FOMO and I'm gonna want to. And so it's called a beer mile. Basically, you chug a beer and then you run a quarter mile. Chug a beer, run a quarter, chug a beer, run a quarter, chug a beer, run a quarter. So by the time you're done, you've chugged 4 beers and ran a mile. Apparently there's a lot of instant drunkenness, there's a lot of vomit, like a lot of just chaos, and this is one of those things. This sounds like I do this and it's going to ruin not only my Saturday but my entire weekend, and it's going to take days of recovery because it does anymore for a hangover. Like, now the hangovers for me are like more mental than physical. And I was saying this earlier, I kind of miss just an old school hangover, right, where I just need some like Taco Bell or Jack in the Box and some like hair of the dog or Coke Zero or something, right? No, it's like mental, and I get that anxiety that lasts for days. Like, what have I done? Did I act like an idiot last night? I need to grow up. Why am I living my life like this? No wonder I'm single. I don't know. And it sucks. And then days later, you're like, oh, I'm good again. Let's get a drink. Oh, this cycle is crazy. So anywho, that is what has been going on lately. Yeah, I have no dance socials planned until the end of the month. I'm trying to be a little good girl. Oh my gosh, speaking of that, I'm obviously still single and I haven't been dating. And I don't know, it's weird. I have options. I have so many options, but I feel like I've gotten pickier, which is not a bad thing. I say it like it's a bad thing. I'm so bored because I'm so picky now, but that's how I should have been forever ago, right? It just leads to loneliness. Like, and this loneliness is not like I need a man in my life. It's like I just need people around, or I need somebody to talk to. And I don't want to get a pet. I don't want that amount of responsibility. But I noticed this basically because like last weekend, my mom came over to help me, well, kind of to force me to unpack the last of my boxes. I still have 4 left. Sorry, Mom. She helped me get the studio set up here and everything. She force helped me because I am a little bitch right now, basically. And that's fine. But having her here was so great. And I was so sad when she left. And I just felt so lonely. And it's just so weird, the roller coaster that you feel. Because like, for example, last night was so peaceful in my apartment. And it was funny. I had a friend that was down at the cafe that's in my building. And I was like, hey, look up. And I was waving from my robe. And he's like, come down. And I was like, nah, I just got out of the shower. And I have sopping wet hair. And he's like, well, just like put clothes on and come say hi. And I'm like, I really don't want to get dressed. This is nice. So I enjoyed last night, right? I haven't drinking since Sunday. I guess that's only 3 days, but it's a progress, okay? I'm just trying to chill out. So anyway, I was in my robe. I made my healthy dinner, the whole like viral thing right now, right? Sweet potato, cottage cheese, ground beef, and avocado in a bowl with some sprinkled almonds on top. So good, delicious. I watched a scary movie, Heretic, which I've seen. And by the way, in theaters, I saw it and I didn't like it that much. I think I had high hopes for it, but now rewatching it, really good. Highly recommend. HBO Max, Hugh Grant, scary, creepy. Go watch it. And I was just watching that and I was like, this is the perfect night. A healthy meal, a scary movie. My apartment was cozy AF. But I also felt this pit of like despair inside of me. It felt like I had a hole, like a black hole in my gut. And I was like, this is so lonely. And I don't even know why. Like, if I had somebody next to me and they tried to talk to me, I'd be like, please be quiet. I'm trying to watch this movie. Just kidding. I'm always one that talks during movies, as we know from the past podcasts I did with my ex. He hated that. But, I don't know. Like, it's just like, I just want somebody next to me, like an emotional support human. Is that like a friend, I guess? I don't know. Man, I swear to God, if I was rich, I would pay somebody just to be my friend. like, and hang out with me. I don't know. Sometimes I just get lonely. And then, you know what? I could just walk outside and see people and see dogs. I've been doing that lately. I've been doing my outdoor walks and runs again. Now that I live in a really nice neighborhood and I love it. And I live right beside the dog park, which is so awesome. So I've been doing things like that to, you know, stimulate me, make me happy and all that. But it just gets lonely sometimes. Anywho, so there's that. And I just, like I said, I'm not really interested in anyone. I think I've been interested literally in like one guy in the last, like, I don't even know how long, at least 6 months. You know, it's been like, we're going on, oh my gosh, almost 9 months since I've been with anyone. A couple months since I had a makeout session, because I did make out with a hot personal trainer in Punta Cana at our resort, as we all know. We remember that. But yeah, so no, there was a really, really, oh my God, gorgeous human at a dance social I went to a couple weeks ago. It was exciting because actually this was one room was salsa bachata, one room was kizomba and zouk, which I had never done or heard of or even knew anything about. But as I was saying earlier, everybody tries to be like Dancing with the Stars in the socials at the dance clubs like that. So the second I got there, I danced with my friend Luis, and I think we did a salsa dance. And then I was like gonna go try to grab my purse and like run to chill for a minute. And then I saw my friend John, and he's like, "Want to dance?" And I was like, "Okay, let's do it." And I put my purse back down, and then we got done, and I was like, "Thanks for the dance." High five. Then I went and grabbed my purse and went to run. And then my other friend Luis was there and he's like, "Do you want to dance?" And I was like, "Oh God." So we did. And in those 3 dances, oh my gosh, like one girl stepped on my foot so hard with her heel. I swear to God, I thought like my toe came off, which would be kind of cool for my OnlyFans, but it did not. It was still there. And then also another one spun me and some other girl got spun at the same time. And we like basically ran into each other and like, it was just a lot. There were so many people. Everybody was trying their hardest and trying their best. And that's great, but it was just overwhelming. So finally, right after I got there, dance, 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 3 dances in a row, I got my purse and got out of there. And I literally went to hide in the bathroom for a minute just to chill. I had a flask of tequila in my purse. My favorite, I found a bottle of La Gritona, which is a female ran business, by the way. It's awesome. And the tequila is so good. If you guys get your hands on it, let me know if you like it. Not an ad, not sponsored. I wish one day. I just want to be sponsored by all the things I really like. La Gritona. Hit me up. I'll get my numbers up and then we'll talk. Anywho, so then I snuck out and I went to the Kizomba Zouk room. There was like nobody in there and I was like, oh my God, I can find some peace in here. There was literally like everyone was in the bachata salsa room. Nobody was in the Zouk Kizomba room. So I went in there and I was like, oh, peaceful. So I sat on the chairs in that room and I was like, and I got like one breath in until I heard a, "Would you like to dance?" And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not safe anywhere. But then I looked up and I saw the most beautiful man, you guys. Oh my goodness. So I was like, yes, let's dance. And I said, before we dance, I will let you know I've never even heard of Kizomba or Zouk. I don't know what any of this is. You will literally have to teach me from scratch. I know nothing. And he's like, deal. Challenge accepted, he said. So we got up and not only was he hot, this was hot. He said, so this is a very close dance. You have to get very close to each other. It's all about connection. So we're going to be dancing in very close proximity. Is this okay with you? And I'm like, what? A man who asked for my consent in general, much less dancing? Are you kidding me? Yes, that's okay with me. Have you seen yourself? Get up on me. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, he asked that. It was very sweet. He's like, can I put my hand here? Like, it was really awesome. So anyway, we got very close. And not only did we dance like one song, we danced for like a really long time, guys. Like, it felt like a day. And like 24 hours. We danced for like half an hour or something. There was nobody in there. So he just kept dancing with me and showing me what to do. And it was just great. And he was a good teacher, even though like everything around me was swirling because he was so gorgeous. Oh, and his accent. Oh my God, you guys. I was swooning. I was taken. I was took. I was shook. It was great. Anyway, so that happened. And then I went back to the other room at midnight to go watch the performances. And then I danced some more with people in there. By that point, I was actually feeling myself because like that connection and that dance with him was so great. So much so like it gave me some like confidence. And then I was dancing really good, salsa bachata with everyone in there and having a great time. But then I was like, I want to see this hot guy again and dance more kizomba with him. I don't understand this dance at all, but this is what I want to do. So I went back to the other room and he was dancing with other people. Or another woman, and then I danced with another guy. And while I was dancing with him, he was like making eyes, and he's like, watching you. He was so hot, guys. He was so hot. And when I was dancing with these other guys, all I could think about was wanting to dance with him again. And then I got to, and it was great. It was so great. And at the end of the night, I was confident, and I got his Instagram, and God, he's so hot. He said something like, that was a couple of shots of tequila at that point, but he said something about being tired and not being at his full self or his full energy or whatever. And I was like, oh, then I need you at, at full charge next time or something. And he's like, do you think you can handle it? And I'm like, fuck, oh my God, hot. And that is the only guy I've like really been interested in lately. And you know what? He probably has a girlfriend. I don't even know because I'm such a pussy. I couldn't even ask him out or just be like, do you have a girlfriend? If not, would you want to get a drink sometime or like coffee or something? What is wrong with me? The worst that can happen is he says no, or he just says, I don't have a girlfriend, or he blocks me. And you know what? If any of that happened, what does it matter? I don't know. I should. I don't know. All I know is in like 2 weeks, there's another social at our studio, and that one has Kizomba and a Zouk room. I believe it's supposed to. So maybe I will just go to that, and maybe I'll see him again. I don't know. My face is already turning red thinking about it. I don't know. Guys, he was so gorgeous. Oh, he probably has like 1,000 girlfriends. There's just no way. Anyway, sorry for that little trip. But yeah, basically that's what's been going on. I'm technically not even trying to date. I also joined back Are We Dating the Same Guy? Dallas this week. Because I left that site when my ex and I broke up, because I know if I would have seen him on there, I would have been devastated at the time, and I just could not handle that. So I left, and now I'm back, and it's just completely reiterating the fact of like, why would I date anyone? It just seems like the same men sleeping with like every woman in Dallas. It's like every single girl is sleeping with the same guys. And I'm like, this is so unappealing to me. Is this just what life is? Is this how it is everywhere? Everyone's just sleeping with everyone? Is there no like special person, or is this just apps? Meeting people in the wild is different, I guess. I don't know. I really don't. But man, there's just some bad people out there. And it's scary. So apartments with healthy food and scary movies is safe for me. Okay. I have a little bit of time left here, so I wanted to also bring up something else, speaking of scary movies. And I talked about this a little on the air today. So I have a thing, and I want to know if any of y'all have this as well. I'm going to put a poll up actually on my Spotify poll. I don't know, man. But basically, do you guys have to sleep with the door open or closed, or do you have a preference at all? Because I've noticed, and it's really weird because I'm terrified. I'll say right now, I'm terrified to sleep with my bedroom door open at night. Now, during the day, I can sleep with it open. It's fine. And in this new apartment, which is the reason I'm bringing it up, in this new apartment, for some reason, my bedroom stays so hot. So during the day, if I nap and I leave my bedroom door open, it's fine. At night, if I leave it shut, it gets super, super hot. But I'm terrified again at night, only at night, to leave the door open. Now, I think this is because, and I read some comments last night on Reddit that were kind of the same as me. It's like if you leave the door open, it's like this like endless black abyss that just seems like something's going to be there. And mind you, as you all know, I'm obsessed with scary movies. Obsessed. And I get really scared. I genuinely love them, and they genuinely terrify me. And I always had this rule of like, if I live alone, I won't watch scary movies. Now, I'm kind of a badass. Now, I will say in my last apartment, I actually watched The Nun, and I think I watched The Nun. I might have not. But I watched Hereditary, which is really big for me. And I still slept, I think. I mean, obviously, I've slept since. But that's pretty big for me, like a really big deal. Now, that being said, the movies that scare me more than anything when it comes to the darkness like that is like Insidious, all the Insidious movies, The Conjuring, but mostly Insidious, those monsters, you know, when they're like, there's something watching you, I can see it right now. And then it'll show like the corner of your bedroom, and it's some demon, it's like in the corner, and it's like, oh my, and they're so scary. Like, who designed these? What nightmares are you having? And why are you giving them to us? Like, they're so scary. So those Insidious demons, and then The Nun. Now, I need to rewatch The Nun too. Maybe not when I live by myself. I need an emotional support friend to come spend the night to watch a scary movie with me, and maybe stay like 2 to 3 nights with me after to make sure I'm not scared anymore, and then you can leave and I'll probably be okay. But basically the first Nun with that music, when you see the nun's face or like her body and she's floating and she has that creepy smile and the music's like, oh, Oh my God. Oh my God. It is so scary. And you know how she just pops up in places in the dark? All of a sudden it's just pitch black and you start seeing like a little bit of like a white outline face, like a white circle, and it's the nun. That's what I'm scared of. I'm scared I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night and I'm going to look up thinking, what is looking at me in the darkness right now? You know what I mean? That's what I'm scared of. So I cannot sleep with the door open. I have to have it shut and I have to have them locked just in case somebody breaks in. Then I can hear them and grab either my brass knuckles, pocket knife, or machete under my bed. Yes, I have all three of those right there. I'm aware that somebody breaking in would probably have a gun and I would be screwed, but it's something, okay? It would help maybe. And I'm not even scared of this new place of somebody breaking in. I'm really not. It's just the spiritual, occult, ghosty things. And my mom pointed out something last night. Like, she's like, well, if it is something evil or like a demon or something scary like that, it'll just get in your room anyway. It can just appear in your room. And I'm like, shut up, Mom. You're right. You're so right. But it's just something about the blackness. So anyway, I was laying in bed last night and when I couldn't sleep, like always at night when I'm exhausted and I can't sleep. So I'm like, I wonder if anybody feels the same. And that's what I got on Reddit, which was the worst idea because people started talking about why they're scared of the dark and things that they've seen before. And then I'm like, oh my God, what am I? And I was so scared. And I started hearing noises. And anyway, I just slept like crap. So that was my question. There's a lot of people that seem to be afraid of sleeping with the door open, like me. And a lot of people on there seem to only sleep with the door open now because they have cats or dogs and they're like, I hate it. So anywho, that made me think of that. So I will continue to watch scary movies and continue to sleep with my door closed and burn up at night because that's what I do. Mind you, yes, I do sleep on a heating pad because it feels really good on my back, okay? But I even stopped that the past few nights because I've been that hot. And I sleep naked. It does not matter. Anywho, so that's what's happening in my life. Very exciting stuff. I'm burnt out. Dancing has burned me out. I need a break. I'm taking one soon. I'm still obviously going to keep going to my salsa dancing practice. We're supposed to perform in like a month. We were going to perform in Houston in like a week. That's not happening anymore. But we'll figure it out. I'm gonna create balance. I'm gonna take a break from dancing because I love it so much, and I wanna have that love back to where I like genuinely am craving going again and not being exhausted. So there's that. Oh my gosh, I still have so much to talk to you guys about. We're at 32 minutes, and honestly, I don't like having my podcast really go over 30 minutes, and it's personal preference because I have ADHD and I don't like podcasts that are longer than 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm like, I feel like other people maybe feel the same. An hour-long podcast is just too much time to commit. We're busy people, you know what I'm saying? We have a lot to do. So I'm going to end this, but I will tease you with, I got my time off notification, what I have for summertime. I'm sad because I made friends, really good friends in Punta Cana, and I was invited to a wedding, and I need to text them about this. And if you're listening here first, I'm sorry. I'll probably forget to text you because I'm the worst friend ever, really. Anyway, I was going to go to a wedding, but it does not work with the time off that I'm getting with the radio station, which is very sad. But I will still make it to New York and hang out with you guys, or y'all need to come to Dallas, or both. Or que no los dos. Let's do both. Anywho, but I got my time off set, and I think I know where I want to go this summer and alone. And I will tell you guys about it. And it's exciting. It's something I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and I'm terrified. But I think it's going to happen, and I might never come back. Hopefully for good reasons. I didn't mean like kidnap or death. Damn. Okay, so there's that. And yeah, so there you go. Oh my God, guys, I'm all over the place. Okay, but I did it. Okay, hopefully the intro music worked. I need to work on getting a logo. That's why I kind of just sat there at the beginning. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm talking about this right now and it might not even work, but I just sat there sipping my kombucha at the beginning thinking maybe this is going to be when my intro music is playing. But I would like to get a logo or a photo shoot done or something, but I still have body goals. I want to try to get a little more in shape or like just a little more ripped, you know, some muscle back on, get at body goals, get a photo shoot done. I was going to say get a protein shake done. Anywho, we should play a drinking game. However many times Sarah says, anywho, take a drink. Or literally, somebody pointed out that I say that a lot. Which is funny because I'm very quick at like seeing what other people say a lot. Like my mom, for example, she says, I ain't gonna lie. My mom is very country. She's from Sanger, Texas. But she always said, I ain't gonna lie. Or I'm not gonna lie, like all the time. And I guess mine is literally. And anywho, I ain't from the Midwest, y'all. Okay. Oh my God. I feel like I'm on crack right now. Caffeine is kind of crack, right? I guess. So yeah. So that is the work in progress. We're gonna see what happens. I don't know. I would like to put a logo up at the beginning with my theme song. Do you guys see that gnat? I got him! Woo! Okay. Also, if you guys have any tips on gnats for plants, please let me know. I already have those little blue lights everywhere. I think I might just have to buy one for every freaking plug in my house because they are very clearly not working. They're like my little pets. Maybe I should treat them as, I'll name all of them. There's like 1,000 of them. Oh, it's a lot of names. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be working on, but at least we have audio and video working now. That's a plus. So there's that. And yeah, okay, let me tell you about my other things. SarahBShow.com, that's my website. As you guys know, you can go there and listen to this episode or past episodes. I'm telling you to go there to listen to this episode, but you can only hear it if you're already listening to this episode. The irony is hilarious. Okay, so SarahBShow.com, it also has all my social media handles on there, which is pretty rad, pretty gnarly. Go do my poll. I oftentimes put up polls and I don't read them, but I'm going to read this one. I want to know if you guys are scared to sleep with the door open or shut. Or you know what? You can go on Sarah B Show as well. You can leave a voicemail or a message on there instead of just a poll. I would love to hear your reasoning as to why. And I could totally do an episode on that, or just your crazy fears or even scary things you've seen, even though I wouldn't sleep for days, but it would be fun to do at the time. You know what I'm saying? So fun. Okay, so there's that. What else? Okay, guys, we're working to get that summer body like I was just talking about. I need to get there so I can get a photo shoot done. That's what my goals have been. And to do that, Go Cleanse is absolutely helping me. And if you want to do that yourself, I get asked about it all the time. And so many of you are doing it and sending me pictures and videos, and it makes me so happy. I love seeing the progress and you guys doing this with me. If you want to try it out for yourself, you can go to gocleanse.com/Sarah. I will also put that link here in the Spotify bio, and you can check them out. They have an 11-day cleanse or a 30-day cleanse. And now that I got this podcast back up and running, I need to have like Rita or Scott on soon to talk to you guys about the science of it all. If you have any questions about it all, hit me up. I can save those for when I have them on my podcast, which is long overdue. And we can answer any questions you have. So it's exciting stuff. Summer is almost here, right? It's middle of May. We still have time to get there. My trip is not till August. So, yeah, I have a couple months to get exactly where I want to be. And I'm not far off. I just need to stop watching Gossip Girl and eating crumble cookie. And drinking is a big one. I haven't been drinking that much, but alcohol really catches up with you very quickly. So there you go. All right, guys, that is everything. Thank you for listening. Let's see if the theme song works here too. And I love you all. It feels really good to finally have this back up and running. Hopefully this works since the last audio and video worked. Fingers crossed. And thank you guys, by the way, once again, sorry for all of your support. Again, with that last episode, I think some of y'all were worried about me and slid in my DMs concerned. Some of you even offered to go after the asshole that said all the bad stuff about me. So I so appreciate that. I can't even remember at this point if I said what the person said that really affected me that day. Basically, he called me a whore, which I thought was really funny because I'm like, I literally haven't had sex in almost a year and I'm not even dating anyone. Like, I'm literally alone all the time or dancing. Like, yes, I'm such a whore. Okay, bro. Oh, man. So I'm being called a whore and I'm not even going to have the fun for it. That is some BS. Am I right? Anyway, thank you, GJ. I might have you look them up and hunt them down. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. It's a joke. Don't really do that. And yes, GJ, I did make it to dance that night, believe it or not. And I felt better. Plus, my friend Alfonso was in class with me, who always makes me laugh. And he's amazing. So that helped a lot, too. Okay, guys. I'm Audi 5000. I'm going to go cook some dinner and watch the rest of Heretic. So I can't sleep tonight again. I'll be browsing Reddit for more help. It'll be so fun. Okay, guys, I will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Sarah B Show. Bye!
The Sarah B Show, coming through your stereo. Say it loud, let's sing it proud, like a homegrown rodeo. The Sarah B Show, coming coming through your stereo. LT2